Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy in another round. This time it is again a auto mission and we are going to do a demonic incursion. The enemy are Nurgle demons, ain't that nice? Omen seekers and stigmata mongers of the Ecclesiarchy were demanding the resanctification of an Imperial complex to avert a possible demonic manifestation, but their plea was traitorously neglected. Now the moral threat is real. Insert and purge.
Several warp rifts are active in the area. Don't stay in that cesspit any longer than necessary, Inquisitor.
Well, to be honest, being inside such a Nurgle-infested complex, I guess no one will spend longer than he has to in such a complex. I assume it really does not smell any good on the one hand. And well, who wants to spend his free time here actually? I would say absolutely no one. Okay, it's a little bit sad on the other hand that we didn't have our little fiery form available. It would have been amazing against the Reborn Marauder once he died and all of his toxic entities he spawns would be instantly taken out. But well, I used it before, so it was basically my fault. So this is the nice part with, in my opinion, with these kind of missions right here now. Since it is a 68 terror mission, it is a little bit more dicey, which means I need to compare to the other missions which have been around a little bit more careful. I tend to enjoy that, although, as I always like to say, I like challenge, but sometimes I do enjoy the easier missions as well. Okay, I want to take down the Demented Psycho first, and we'll be a little bit careful since those guys tend to explode. And lucky for us, it actually took all of the enemies around the spawned toxic entities down, which obviously helped out a lot. Although, I honestly have to say, I don't know why we died there. Luckily, we have a couple of thefts still available since this was the first one, but I am really not certain why and how that happened. But I'll have to accept it. Can't do anything against it. Okay, 2 Plague Ogrins. I think they actually have some sort... Okay, got to get out of there. They obviously have some sort of charge as well, which obviously is not good, especially if we are being hit by it. And if this little thing here would actually die, the toxic... Ah, okay. They are actually new, I think. I have not seen them before. I thought this was a spell, but it obviously were units. This is weird. And a little bit whack, so to say. Okay, standard bearer down, very important. I used too many inoculators, that you could say. Okay, they are gone. Come on, flight bearer down. I would like to use the disintegration beam. No, that is actually the heat beam, I think. I always mix that up with the Diablo 3 spell, Molten Beam, I'm sorry, of the Wizard. By the way, my favorite Diablo 3 class. Little off topic, I know. But It there was called Disintegration Beam, or Laser Beam would be actually the wrong name, but it was absolutely amazing. Okay, this is actually what I did there, a little bit of a noob mistake, since as usual with those kinds of games, the deeper you get into enemies, the more damage you receive and the closer you are actually to death. So when the warp gate is exploded...
The gate is closing, but reality is still bleeding into the warp.
Okay, I thought there had been enemies summoned in, which would have been automatically taken down when the Chaos Gate would have exploded, or is actually being destroyed, but obviously there were no summoned in enemies. Okay, weird. And I guess there's another a warp master. Okay, here I need to be very, very, very careful with this dude, to be honest. Let's focus on him for a little bit. And I really need to get out of there. That probably would have killed us very, very quickly. Okay, the Inferno is not doing too much damage, weirdly. Normally the Infernos tend to do, unless I'm completely mixing up. Normally they are doing quite a lot of damage, and I always, of course, try to stay out of the warp anomalies. Well, in this case were spells, so not direct warp anomalies, but I always tend to stay out of their out of their range. Okay, toxic entities gone. Up it goes. Next room. Let's see how dicey that is going to be. One beacon down, although you practically don't need to always take down the beacons if you can actually just focus on the warp gate by itself. Okay, smooth. Running into more enemies is what actually keeps us alive. Not forced to take another inoculator just in case. Safety precaution. Okay, I think now is actually a good time to focus on the warp gate to...
The gate is closing, but reality is still bleeding into the warp.
I know, Captain, I know. The last warp gate is just around the corner, so to say, and I hope we are not going to face a big enemy unit like a Hellbrute on this difficulty. That could become dicey, but well. Okay, good is the inoculator refill. Let's pick it up. And instantly use it as well. And now that we actually are... Okay, I want to say we need to cool down, but obviously we already are. Plague Ridden down. Another Plague Ridden I will take down quickly as well. These are the damage dealers of the group, which is now down, luckily. Okay, the last fight is upon us. The last couple of enemies needs to be taken down before we can just focus on the wonderful little warp gate. Another inoculator taken. Safety precaution as usual. So let me go here and focus. It only has 5,000 HP remaining, coming down from nearly 10, but it should fall quickly.
We were on the verge of a cataclysm, but the day is saved. It's time to open a bottle of Amasek. You deserve it.
As usual. And oh, I forgot to sick them. Well, that sometimes happens. But for now, you guys know it. I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a little thumbs up and subscribe. And hopefully I see ya in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day. Stay frosty. Bye.